aliens, and degenerate crypto enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. We're back in the States. We are feeling super charged up, super fired up from our trip to Dubai and Abu Dhabi for the COINFLARE event and the Bitcoin MENA event. The first Bitcoin conference in Abu Dhabi. We were there connecting with all the people. We got to see CZ in person. He walked right past me. I tried to give him the business card. He said, no, sorry. And his security guard bumped me in the shoulder, said, get out of here. And he just went back. He just went by his way, and I could not get him the business card. I was so close, guys. We also saw Justin Sun, the meme lord himself, and the biggest degenerate in the crypto space. And we said, Justin, go Tron, go Tron. I said, go Sun Pump. And he laughed, but I didn't give him my business card, but maybe we should have. Maybe we should have, pushed through his security as well. But man, guys, we're feeling fired up. We're feeling good. We made a lot of really good connections, and we got a chance to meet all the people that are behind the amazing exchange COINFLARE. And so some videos and pictures are going to be coming pretty soon from that event. So you'll be able to see behind the scenes what was actually going on and what was all of the events that we did. And so we were, I was definitely living the Habibi life for sure. And I brought my whole family, and now they're hooked. They want to move to Dubai. So it's kind of what happens. And so we're feeling good, but we hope you guys are feeling good. We hope your trades are doing well. We hope you've been keeping up with all the market, activity. If you were watching the channel, or any of the live streams, over the past, couple days or, through this week, we had a lot of kind of shakeout moments. We had Bitcoin do a mega Darth Maul candle. If you survived that, congratulations. If you sold too early, I'm very sorry, because that is what we've been telling you guys. There's going to be moments where you're going to sell early. You're going to get shaken out. But if you're watching this channel, I know you guys have been watching this channel for a long time, that you are not part of that group that will get shaken out. You have like rock climbing hands. You're not getting shaken off this cliff, because this mountain is going to the damn moon. So, all right, let's get this show on the road. Let's look at the ETH price, because this is what this is going to be about, because ETH is going to be breaking out, and we're going to show you the pattern. So basically what we have here is a bull flag, and ETH is just due for that over 4K. If you see right here, this is where we've had that nasty previous resistance at 41,000. And if you look back to the previous market in support, or on resistance levels, this is major resistance that needs to flip into support. And so now when we look at ETH and we go into where we're sitting at currently, this is just overdue, guys. It's overdue. So once we break this level, and it's easier to see on the daily, and guys, make sure you're smashing up the like button, hit the subscribe button. You have to ding the bell, because then when I go live, you're going to get updated immediately. You're just going to get thrown over here, and you can say, hey, grandma, I know we're sitting talking, eating cookies and drinking a glass of milk, but I have to get to the stream. Maybe if you want to join me, grandma, and you can learn how to use a seed phrase and what a seed phrase is. All right, so grandma will never write down the seed phrase. All right, so if we can break these levels right here, you can see in March, that's what we got rejected. You can see we got back into it in May, couldn't hold it. This is the pivotal point for Ethereum. And I think that the target for the short term is 4,300. And that is what we're eyeing. And so we're just basically getting that. If you look on the 4 hour, right here, look on the 4 hour, and you can see back where we just consolidated to 3,500. You're just going to take a trend line, draw it from there into the top of the part where we had the resistance. So you're drawing a trend from the support to the resistance, and then you're going to take that and bring it right down to the bottom of the wedge. And then this is your target, 4,300. And then when you go to the daily, how you're going to get the target for the cup and handle inverse head and shoulders pattern is the depth of the cup of here right here. And then this is actually going to get you the target for a little bit more of a long-term play, which is at 5,200. And so at 5,200 ETH, that's like the, you know, we're starting to cook. We're starting to cook a little bit. We're going to start getting some traction. And I think what's going to actually make the price of ETH go that direction is not because retail decided to download the Coinbase app again. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think what it is that the ETFs, there's been ETH futures ETFs. So they've always been shorting and longing on futures, Ethereum ETF, but we've never had a spot until just recently, just a couple months ago. And so now that we're actually getting almost the same type of inflows in the ETF for ETH as we have for Bitcoin, because you can see 237, you know, these are, you know, now the Bitcoin ETF is averaging, you know, at least over $200 to $300 million a day in inflows, sometimes almost getting close to $1 billion. And then when you get to ETH was kind of starting slow. You know, it was like, okay, 40 million, 20 million. Sometimes nothing. And then now, look, 428 million, 332 million, 305 million, 273 million. So you got to think about ETH as the next institutional play where all that liquidity is going to start coming in really hot, and it's really coming in hot at those levels that I was mentioning before, where we got like, look, a real key level right now, high liquidity at 4,000. And then if we go up a little higher, you can see it's starting to build up right here at 5,000, at $5,000. So I would be looking at ETH. But so what is it going to do? It's going to start sending some of these altcoins up a lot. And we want to start looking at, you know, start going into the top 100 to 200. I've been so surprised. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised that something like Fartcoin would do really well. I mean, how many of you guys put in the chat if you had did you buy Fartcoin? My daughter 3 years ago when I was talking about crypto made a joke and said Fartcoin. And I was like, I said, well, should you buy Bitcoin? And she was like, no, Fartcoin. I think I could probably find the video, but so man, if I would have just made Fartcoin back then, it would have been almost like a Doge story. Like he made Fartcoin and he sold it for a Honda Civic, and now it's one of the best cryptos of all time. It'd be freaking hilarious, guys. But that's how crypto is. It should be a movie. There should just be a movie called Crypto, and it's just a giant documentary of the most just everything that's happened in the span of its existence. This like 15, 16-year-old crazy industry, all from rug pulls to all the main characters we've come to love or hate. That is the story. And the sad story of the trenches, guys. All right, let's see how many likes we got. All right, come on, you guys can smash it up. If we can get everyone to hit the like button, we might do a giveaway. We might do a random giveaway. We'll give away some crypto. We're gonna give away $10 worth of Doge. Let's get the likes up. If we can get the likes up, we'll do a random $10 Doge giveaway. All you got to do is just hit the like button. All right, so let's get into what is trending right now in the news. I'm going to look at Bitcoin later. Everyone always looks at Bitcoin. I wanted to give ETH some time. I said, look, I always start with Bitcoin. Let's start with ETH because I really like ETH right now. All right, so just in, Bitcoin may hit $850,000 per Bitcoin, says the former Prime Minister of Thailand. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's see what else we have here that's trending. We had, okay, so this was 3 hours ago. Let's see, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin signal, MicroStrategy's next big buy. So they always buy on Mondays. I've noticed this now. So there's been a trend now that Michael Saylor's been heating up the buying on Mondays. So he ends up buying $2 billion worth of Bitcoin every Monday. It's like part of his morning breakfast. He he makes his pancakes, he gets his coffee, and he stares out onto his villa, and he goes, well, I'm done with my pancakes, and I've used every analogy in the entire world to buy Bitcoin, and now I'm going to buy 2 billion more. And there you go. All right, so what do you guys think he knows that we don't know? This chart can just eliminate the FUD for you in an instant, because the guy's bought on every spot of this chart. Every single spot on this chart has a green dot. It's not like there's a green dot on all the lows or in the mids. It's at the bottoms, it's at the mids, it's at the tops, it's at the mid, it's up when it's going up. It's all these green dots on every single point of this chart. So you can kind of take that same scenario into your own, strategy of getting into crypto. And it might just be that easy. All right, well, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Headband, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't listen to you. I should have listened. I know you gave me Griffin at, I think it was a $20 million market cap. I think you told me 4 days ago. I don't know. Was it the beginning of the week? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You told me at like 20 million market cap, and I ignored you. And so with that, I fold. I'm going to be one of those guys that will take it on the chin if someone was telling me something and I did not listen and the results show, and I'll go, well, son of a gun. Because maybe I'll learn, so then the next time I'll pay attention and I'll just become a better trader, and I'll become a better coin finder because of it. Let's go. All right, so what I've found out about this token is that, okay, Solana's been, has posted it, just reposted it. I've seen the proof. We've seen this progression now. We know AI is a big narrative. We know the AI agents are going to be a big thing. We know that there's a lot of speculation into that market and trying to get the spotlight, and also just AI is going to be across everything. It's probably going to be the back end layer of every single control system, and anything that a human was doing previously before as a job is going to be replaced by AI just doing that thing. So, and also, if you think about how everything has transitioned from everything was somewhat of an operated type job, or needed manual labor, or needed a human to do the said thing, and now it's being completely replaced. And so now these agents are going to be doing everything. There's going to be incentives for people using AI instead of using a human, because it's less error. There's less room for, it's cheaper. And so it's going to be crazy, guys. So this is kind of what's happening. It's really interesting. Before, AI was a thing before all these cryptos were coming out. And now that it's being implemented, and now it's like, okay, now there's like cryptography back-ending with the AI, then Omnichain, then we got the AI making their own coins. You got the Truth Terminal, you got the Go Zeus Maximus coin. If you guys didn't know, that thing was created by itself. Like, it created the thing. And so we're heading down a path of literally Minority Report. We're literally living in Minority Report. We're so close. And the AI movie, Artificial Intelligence, and also Bicentennial Man. It's like all of those movies, all three of those movies put together is becoming our reality. Watch those three movies. I loved those movies growing up. Artificial Intelligence, AI, Minority Report, and Bicentennial Man. And literally that's what's happening right now. That is exactly what's happening right now. And it blows my mind. It just proves that if you pay attention to the movies and you pay attention to all that stuff, it starts to really pull in. And it shows you what's going to happen in the future. It's just like they're showing you what it is. It's wild, guys. So speaking of that, I mean, we can look at AI coins right now and just kind of check out and see by market cap, what's the top dog? We know that it's probably by market cap. Is it Near Protocol by market cap? That's wild. It's interesting because when I first found out about Near Protocol, I experimented with it. I downloaded the wallet, and it was kind of like having your own social media page. You can put a banner up, and it's connected with your Near address, so it's .near, so it's like a naming service. But I didn't realize that they were actually more so into AI as well, and also kind of like data storing, kind of layered settlement stuff. And so Near Protocol also with the NFTs. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do DApp-wise, developer-wise on Near Protocol. So that might be one to watch because it's pretty low market cap. It's only $8 billion. Nothing too crazy. In terms of what money is going to probably go into some of these AI protocols that already been established as a decent altcoin over the past, few bull runs. This one being from the previous cycle. Near Protocol might actually be the next trade. Now that I'm actually explaining it and talking about it out loud, Near Protocol might actually be the next trade. And we can pull it up and just kind of analyze it. We're going to look at the Binance chart, and you can see that we're basically, we're coming off of some consolidation. We got a nice descending wedge. Really, really nice. Descending, yeah. And it's not broadening. It's not a broaden. It's got some dissension. It's broken out from this support right here, which was gained right here at $6, showing strength right there. And you can see that from that last point of that support break, it was able to clear a good 35% from that level, being from November. And so if we can pull that same type of move at this level where it's at, we can see maybe we get to $8.30. You can see on the daily, I think we had some, we thought this thing was going to break out of this pattern, but it didn't. It kind of got way overextended. So that pattern was invalidated from the last time we checked this. So it looks like because of some of the altcoins getting hit a little harder during some of these black swan events that happened right here, then we have an overextension. So overextension, different setup now. Now, we know that with this coin having a strong narrative being put in the AI sector, with this already having some bullish altcoin material, then the target for Near would be $21 coming out from these levels if we can break out. So it's looking good. So yeah, Near might actually be a good next trade. Everyone's always looking at, okay, what's the next trade? And that might be the trade. All right, so let's look at I want to check out speaking of trades, I want to look at the trades, how they're looking on COINFLARE. Make sure you guys are checking out the link in the description. They've been updating this thing and it looks sweet. Love the logo, and make sure you guys get your Flare points. And also, if you look at the banner, you'll get $20 free when you sign up with my link below. And right now is just the time to be looking at these markets and checking out to see where you can leverage yourself to make some more money. But everything is with risk. You can absolutely burn it all to zero, and you have to use proper risk management. And also remember that I am not a financial advisor. All the disclaimers are in the description below. and you never want to copy exactly what I'm doing. You want to know that you have gotten all of the indicators and indication that you should be either getting in a long or a short trade. And it is not based off of influencers and what they say. It's based off if you are able to handle the trade and use proper risk management and say, I know that this could potentially not play out. But if it does, then you take the money and run, and you say, I'm not a genius, and move on to the next trade. And that's how you survive. That is how you ultimately survive trading. And no one will tell you that, honestly, if they're posting just a bunch of wins and they're saying, yeah, bro, get into trading, man, you'll win immediately. And that's like, nope, you're going to lose. You will lose money, and that is okay. It's how you get battle tested. All right, so the trades right now that we have open, we have the OM trade open. If you guys know, we actually opened this trade live, and hold on, no. Okay, so the OM trade, we got into this at a good spot, but we did not take profit. So we ended up, we were in profit because, let me see, the entry price was at $4.12. So we had $4.12 right here. It pumped up to $4.60. We were in some decent profit, but we were thinking it was going to break a little bit, but we were actually just trying to see, because this coin is kind of in price discovery from a certain point. So let's look at the daily. It's basically been in price discovery because it's broken out of a really sweet level. It was consolidating a little bit right here. It started to gain some support, and then it broke out at $1.37. And so it had some mega green candles, and now it had some consolidation. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I mean, it hasn't broken down super hard down to any level that was down here. You know, it basically stopped right here. All the altcoins got smashed. That was the day, December 9th, I think, where we had, basically everything crash. And so if it was able to recover all the way back and establish a new all-time high from that low, and it didn't get smacked all the way down to here, then I was thinking to myself, okay, that might be something to check out, something to keep in mind, because that is something that I've been using in my strategy to figure out what coins I want to be in or trade that have strength when things are bad, when the market just goes kaput, and then you're like, whoa, something just went down like 50%, 60%, and that's when you know it's a trash. Like, just basically, that's when you know people are they're willing to sell it off. There's too many people that are holding massive amounts of the coin, and when they sell off, it's going to nuke the chart. And so I love coins that don't get nuked every time the times get tough, and then that's when you know that is a solid coin to look at. And so, yeah, I think it's a good strategy. It seems to be working, and there are some coins also that are obvious coins to be trading when it comes to figuring out what the narrative is. And so I've figured out that there's a really, really easy narrative. If you look at Elon's Twitter, you go to Elon's Twitter, and he has been reposting everyone's Pepe memes. So, and it was basically daily. Like, so every day he was posting Pepe memes. So this is just, hold on, because it was like a lot. It was basically every day. There was this one. It was just constant. I don't know if they disappeared, but Jesus, I was seeing them like every time I was opening up my phone. But he posts a lot, so it's hard to keep track. Like, this dude posts more than anyone on this platform. Okay, there's one. I really like this one, though. Someone got an X tattoo. I'm probably making you guys dizzy. This one's hilarious. It says that ask Grok to draw a picture of Gary Gensler. So good. But there's this. He reposted this. Look how, it's crazy. So I just think that Pepe might be Elon's second favorite cryptocurrency. Don't you think? It has to be. It has to be. All right, I'll stop making you guys dizzy. All right. So we're going to go to the next section of the show. And I want to explain why Ethereum is key. Don't swap, and remember, it's not financial advice. Don't swap your Ethereum for said whatever because you think something said whatever is going to outperform Ethereum. I really want to stress that you need to think of the traditional finance systems as like the old retired like boomer age with a lot of money sitting on the side. Like a lot. But they all still use the oldest version of Microsoft Excel, and they're still using checkbooks, and they're still using Windows 95 Business Edition, and you have to think about that. And it is true in terms of the traditional finance system, how the banking system works, the SWIFT system, all of that, archaic. And so they know that they have to eventually, it just dies. Like it always transitions. Think of everything in your life that has basically been a thing and then has had to eventually evolve and move into the next phase. And Ethereum, regardless of the transaction fees and all that stuff, when the network gets congested, we all know that's a thing. That's why there's layer 2s. That's why there's cryptos. That's why there's other cryptos that are trying to scale or say they have a better scaling, type of ecosystem with cheaper fees that have smart contracts and all the thing. But the institutions are being taught about Ethereum first because it's the easiest one to understand in terms of the program language, which is Solidity, and the applications and the support. There's been plenty of Ethereum devs to go around because it's been the one that has the most resource, and the foundation has built up hundreds and hundreds of developers. And so when you have that type of support and you have people working on ETH constantly, and Vitalik is a alien wizard, the dude will work on Ethereum forever probably. So I'm not going to bet against Ethereum to be the thing that institutions pick for their applications so then they can have an easier way to start doing their stuff on chain. And so 3,800 ETH is freaking so cheap. And people saying that 10K is going to be the max is bearish for those reasons. And so the more that I start to wrap my head around it and understand that that is where the money's going to go, and you guys are chasing all these pump and dumps, or if you are, it's okay because it's easy to get distracted by people saying, oh, I got, I made this, put it in $100, but it's just like, if you just dollar cost average into ETH and Bitcoin over a span of time, you'd be so surprised how much money you would have. And then you're eliminating some of the risk because it's like, it's almost guaranteed that ETH is going to be the market cap right now, if we're gonna be conservative, the market cap is at $463 billion. Bitcoin is going to be $100 trillion asset. So when Bitcoin is at $100 trillion market cap and it's completely surpassed gold, or if I'm saying not 100 trillion, it could be. It could be. Yes. Hold on just a second. The boss needs my attention. Hold on just a second. That's funny. Yeah, my wife just actually needed me to zip up her dress. I wasn't in trouble, but I just had to zip up a pretty lady's dress, so let's go. Come on, guys. Smash up the like button. Smash up the like button. Not a step away to zip up a dress. Come on. The likes should just be flying right now. Come on. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Okay. So real estate is at a 651 trillion. Okay. So imagine that when I talk about Bitcoin and how things are going to be priced in Bitcoin, houses are going to be priced in Bitcoin. There's going to be mansions that you can buy with Bitcoin because people are going to want it so bad. They're going to want Bitcoin so bad because they missed the opportunity to get Bitcoin, and they're going to be so pissed that they've been holding on to this house, and they're going to go, I'm just going to sell it, and I want the Bitcoin. I'm so damn mad. I wanted that Bitcoin. I knew what price it was years ago, and I want it. It's so scarce, and I know it's not. It went up to $1 million, and it's surely going to go to 2 million. I'm going to sell my mansion right now. I'm going to sell my mansion right now, and I'm going to sell it even for half the price because I want the Bitcoin. You realize that's what's going to happen, guys. Or if you don't, now you do. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be able to leverage your Bitcoin for high-priced items and useful things in the world. So don't think about you're going to spend your Bitcoin every day or whatever. No, it's just you're going to be able to do a lot if you have some Bitcoin, because you're going to be one of the few. If you have a whole Bitcoin, it's going to be really, really hard and rare for a average person to hold one Bitcoin because they're going to be scrambling for micro, pieces of Satoshis. Don't think so much about price. It's really not more so about price. Things will be priced in it. So almost like how you don't think about do you ever think about the market cap of the US dollar? I don't. I just think about a dollar as a dollar. So when you start to think about Bitcoin coming up to the same market cap as the dollar, or coming up to 100 to almost the price of oil, then you're going to not think about the price anymore. You're just going to go, shit, I need some more Satoshis. I heard the guy on Joe Rogan in 2011, and instead of buying it immediately, I went and breathed air instead, and went and just effed off. I should have went buy. But it's okay. We all have those moments. It only took for COVID to get completely smacked and go, oh my God, what just happened? And a friend of mine was like, well, I've been kind of starting to pay attention to Bitcoin a little bit more. And I was like, And then 2021 came around. And then that's when I was like, okay, I think I really, really need to start paying attention to this thing. Tesla's buying it. Everyone's starting to, people are starting to buy it. There's other stuff. There's this thing called Ethereum. There's something called ADA. Like, you know, you just start going down the rabbit hole, and then you realize, and then this guy Michael Saylor comes up, and you're like, what is this MicroStrategy? What? And then it's all over. You're hooked. But it's a good thing to get hooked to, because it's actually something that can change your life. It can actually change your money up real quick. But here's the thing. Bitcoin is the gateway drug to Ethereum for the traditional finance. They already swallowed the orange pill. Now they're going to go into the ETH pill. They're going to swallow a big ETH pill, and they're going to start doing the thing that I explained. And I might be able to find the video of Raoul Pal talking to Ran about Ethereum and how it's going to be what the institutions use for their applications. I would really love for you guys to hear it. So if you just give me a moment, be patient. We're going to find it really quick. Hold on, because I really want to find it. It was a really good explanation, and it made me go, oh, man, that's such a good explanation. Okay, Raoul Pal and Ran Ethereum conversation. I want to find it. It was so good. It was such a good explanation. I want to find it. Okay, let's see. Crypto banter, Raoul Pal, crypto banter. Bitcoin will rocket straight to past. Okay. Oh, yes.
So if you go, is that the
okay, charting Sui, Doge will outperform ETH, Doge will blah, blah, blah. Overpowered by meme coins. Does ETH still... Oh, there it is. Yay.
devs are probably the smartest people in the world, and there's so many.
I can't believe I found it, and it was at the same spot. Okay, hold on. Okay, no overlay. Just want to do it like this. And let me know if the sound's good, guys. And this will make you so bullish on ETH. It really will. Because everyone's always asking the same question.
Of them. I went to ETH DevCon in Bangkok, and I saw the amount of devs working and the amount of brain power working. But as I walked around there, I couldn't help but think that they're all working very, very, very hard, but they're working hard to solve a problem that has been solved. I mean, if I look at what they're trying to achieve, they're all working really, really, really hard to fix ETH. And they're fixing ETH by adding a layer 2 and adding restaking of the layer 1 onto the layer 2. You don't need that. Just use Solana. Just use Sui. Like, why do we need to fix the layer 1?
Because, again, think of Apple versus Microsoft.
Okay.
Right. There is no investment bank in the world that uses Apple.
Because?
Why? The ecosystem of developers and applications for Microsoft is much bigger. This is exactly the same.
Okay.
So we may use Apple at home. We may use all Apple phones, but the big corporations don't use Apple unless they're in the media industry.
And that's because they feel more comfortable with Microsoft devs in the institutional setting, so to speak.
And you can hire more because there's more around, and there's more applications already been built on it. It's past the kind of Lindy test. So they think, okay, this is the easiest way to do it. So let's say we're a bunch of banks and we want to have some internal settlement system between us for derivatives, whatever it is, right? We're unlikely to use Solana. We're more likely to use EVM.
Do you think you're far down in the road for institutions to be dead set on ETH? Because to me it also feels like we're really early in the race. Like, I think if you look, I mean, you could argue that very few real world applications have already been built. And so I think we're like in the first mile of the race.
It depends what it is. So if it's NASDAQ, I think it could be Solana or SUI, something, because it doesn't have to integrate. It just needs to work fast, right?
Yes.
If it's something that needs to be settled, processed, clients, systems, accounting, all of this shit, the depth is all there for EVM. That's what's my working.
And so think about it, how banks started to use their online applications. You could go into the platform, you can have a dashboard, you can see the transactions. Before, you couldn't do that. Before, you couldn't see the the back end of your account online in Web 1 and Web 2. That's only just been a recent thing. And so now you have to think about how the banking systems are going to then have basically EVM'd account transaction systems, where Bank of America or whatever investment bank, and you name it, whatever, is going to have like a dashboard of nodes where they could see every person's like thing, and they can go, okay, this person's done this, okay, they made this transaction, everything. And then guess what? It's probably going to be powered by AI. And then it's all going to be this inner working system that AI is basically validating that Mr. Joe Blow over here or Miss Hoo Ha over here it made the thing. Whatever the transaction was, it happened. And so ETH has never shut down. It's never been it's only just gotten congested, but the point is that Raoul Pal knows that ETH is going to be used. He's from the traditional finance system. He knows that these guys are going to use ETH. So, and I trust this dude. I mean, he's made a lot of money, and he knows these guys. He knows what they're going to do, and it's just, and I love the analogy of ETH being what they're going to use, the EVM. And, Solana and SUI, they're going to have their own type of, almost like kind of like NASDAQ. Like basically what Solana is trying to accomplish is they can be almost like the NASDAQ on chain. They'll have the futures, being able to do any type of trading, and with their type of blockchain, which is similar to ETH, but it's still different, where it's kind of like break things, ask for forgiveness later, and if they accomplish the sky's the limit, they're willing to have the network go down multiple times for them to accomplish it. But other chains are completely different than that. They want to make sure it's all tested. They want to make sure that they don't, that doesn't happen. So that's kind of what ETH is. And then that's what the traditional finance is going to put way more money into that chain than the one that's gone down 7 times. And that's just a fact. Doesn't mean Solana is not going to go up, but it does mean that ETH is going to be more of a long-term play. So, and it doesn't matter, Ricky Cardo. It's not a dino coin when it's solid. I'm just telling you guys. It's just you have to follow the money. Everyone's always complaining about Ethereum because they're always looking at the price and they're not understanding about the fundamentals. The pumpamentals. The pumpamentals mean that it doesn't matter what the market cap is right now. It means that the institutions are going to bet on ETH because it hasn't gone down. I know, Eddie Bushman said ETH's going down tomorrow. Like, I know that would be terrible. I'm just like, it's never gone down. It's never gonna break. It's gonna be great. And then the next day, ETH network gone down for the first time ever, and I'm like, oh my god. But you guys gotta I mean, I really don't think it's as much as maybe it's like paused for a moment. I don't know if it's ever had a point in its life where it's missed a block. Who knows? But all right, let's continue. There's only a little section of this left I don't want to play.
Hypothesis.
So from what you're saying, that means that ETH would probably be maybe the trade of the cycle right now. Maybe you don't need to buy ETH because on a static, but you could look at buying, say, ETH options or something like that. But I mean, that would be probably based on that thesis. Solana's had an amazing run against ETH. I mean, I've got the Sol ETH chart open here. I was looking at it earlier. based on that,
go to the weekly one of that or something. I still
Yeah.
think the solid chart looks like it probably continues. I think it probably continues. That breakout of that basing pattern suggests it goes quite a bit further. So I'm not sure ETH will outperform Sol, but I'm pretty sure from now on, ETH outperforms Bitcoin. Cast your mind back to 2020.
yes,
It
I
was
remember.
November 2020 that ETH really started outperforming Bitcoin.
Yeah, I remember.
Thank you, AI Griff. Where's the chat? Can I put the chat here? Read this comment, everyone. Read this comment, please. It's so true. Can I get it? I want to put it up because it's so perfect. Is it going to let me? Hold on. Yeah, AI Griff said, crypto is not old enough to have dino coins. Thank you. All right. Retail always beats institutions to the race finish line, and that's a fact with all cryptos. So you got to front run the institutions if you want to make great return on investments. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing with ETH. That's exactly. I mean, if you're here watching crypto, if you've been watching crypto, if you've been investing even for just for the past 4 years, you're still front running. You're still front running. Like, you just got to look at this. Like, this is just Bitcoin, though. And then the whole market is actually only, if we look at this chart, this is a very, very important chart that we can show you guys, which is the total crypto market cap and then the also total 3. And we'll start with the total first. This pattern right here is breaking out of the cup and handle with a target of 7 trillion. Now, we think what's going to happen is we have Bitcoin sitting at I'd say, bearish case scenarios of 15 trillion. And then we have ETH at 7. And then we have the rest of the cryptocurrency market under ETH and Bitcoin, I think possibly being at the value that the market cap is right now, which is sitting at 4 to 5. So, I mean, I would say even maybe, 4 for everything else under it. So we'd be at, 26 trillion, maybe close to 30 trillion total market cap once we break 7 trillion. And that's being conservative. That's being really conservative. And then when you start to look at the total 3, this is where the total market cap of everything excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum is going to break up to about 2.3 here very soon. I think in the next couple months, we'll see this at 2.3, and then we'll see this sitting at 7 trillion because I think Bitcoin is going to be adding up to about 6 to 7 trillion into its market cap, and then we're going to have ETH at about 2 trillion, and then it's just going to be bananas. It's just going to be absolutely bananas. But it all lines up. And another chart that I can show you guys real quick. Let's pull it up real quick. This chart, I love this chart. And you guys can make this chart too. It's basically making your own Bitcoin rainbow chart. And I used the Binance chart. I just used some curvy lines. Or no, which one did I use? The Bitstamp. I think I used the Bitstamp one. Yes. All right, so what I did is I just put some vertical lines on some key spots of the Bitcoin halving years, being 2012, being the first one from its creation, and just drawing these areas where we have the biggest moves to the upside from the bottoms. And using that data to line it up where, where each time it kind of has repeated this pattern. And 2021, coming out of 2020 and 2021, double top here, biggest, rug pull, bearish divergence of the market, where we could have, this is actually where you see, we got stopped too early. And right here, because if we were to just give an average of what it did last time, then we should have went to over $100,000 like everyone was calling. Everyone was calling for 100K. And this is why people got so wrecked. They got so wrecked right here. They sold everything and they thought it was over. And then it bounced right here, went right back up and created another new all-time high and then wrecked everyone again. And so the only people that actually made money from this is people who shorted and really thought it was over. And then they made a lot of money shorting the market. And then there was a lot of people that made a ton of money from buying up here because everyone thought it was going to go to zero and it was going to go back to $5,000 and everything was going to get absolutely destroyed. But we now know that that wasn't the case, and now we're sitting where we're at. And so this is where you have to have to really have some steel. You got to put on the armor. It's time to go to battle, because no one ever said it was going to be easy. You think this shit looks easy? Look at this damn chart. You're going to get shaken out. So easy. But you have to have strong will. You have to look, okay, there's some patterns here. There are some patterns here. This is why I think Bitcoin is easily due for the $500,000 mark. And I pull it from the halving. So we're just going to pull it from the halving. Let's go to April. That was the halving. We go right here. And oh my gosh, we have so much higher to go, guys. We have so much higher to go. I'm almost at this point thinking that 500,000 is bearish. I'm getting that moon boy. And speaking of the moon, I think it might be a full moon. Let's go to the moon phases. Let's see. I might have to go into the daily. Yeah, we're on a full moon. All right, so let's go. I think we might have some really, really cool energy today, and it could make people be irrational to the upside. Let's hope the moon phases get people irrational to the upside. I love it. Let's get back on the curve. I want this price to get back on this curve. We kind of broke off of it a little bit. I thought we were just going to start just really sliding up this thing, right up that banana. Riding the banana. I almost just said, well, I'm just going to say it. Riding the banana. So, smash the like button if you like to ride bananas. Oh, stop. All right. I'm so glad I found this video. I'm going to clip this. I need to clip this. All right. I need to save this. Hold on. I need to save this into golden nuggets. Or no. Yeah. Crypto. Or yeah. Okay. There we go. To the mofo banana moon. Yes. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo Crypto. I like that. I love your profile pic. And I love your name. That's perfect. Make sure, actually, you should become a member of the channel, Ricky Ricardo Crypto, because I have this really awesome Pepe badge that you get beside your name every time you come in the chat. So you would be just a full package. You would just have the full look. And guys, if you ever want to become a member of the channel, now would be a good time to do so, because we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. And if you are a member of the channel, and I know so, I will be able to know. I'll see your name. And we are going to be doing some really, really special stuff for members of the channel. We're going to be doing members-only live streams on the weekends. So it's just going to be us, and we'll be able to talk about different things. We'll be able to show different things that normally YouTube, but I don't know, block or something like that. We can actually listen to some different music because they're so sensory. So we'll be able to do some cool stuff. We'll do some cool giveaways. And Ricky Ricardo said, I'm so broke, I can't pay attention. All right, well, Anyway, if you become a member of the channel, you get to post these really cool emojis in the chat, and they're a lot of fun. But let's look at what's happening in terms of the top 100 here on the crypto bubbles. And guys, you can go to danocrypto.com if you want to check out this website. This is where you're going to get some quick updates from anything that I'm doing, whether it be with crypto or anything that I'm doing with music. And you guys can get the updates immediately. If you want to join the mailing list and also be getting a newsletter here coming up soon, just subscribe to the channel and just subscribe here and you can sign up. I'm just going to capture your email, and we respect your privacy and will not share your information if you put your said email in the box there. So let's check it out. All right, so we got Flare down 1.6%. ENA on the daily has actually been pumping. We were talking about this coin. We were thinking that this might be one of the altcoins that do very well and kind of sneaks up on people. On the weekly, it has been up a good 15%. So on the monthly, it's been up 119%. So it's been doing really well. I think it might be because of the stable coin. It has this stable coin, this USDE. I know there's some partnerships for providing collateralized loans and liquidity with that stable coin with BYBIT. And I also think it's with Binance. So Binance and BYBIT, I'm pretty sure it's BYBIT that's doing this. They announced it. And so where there's high liquidity, the token and the chain can get value and the token could go up. Doesn't mean that there isn't going to be possible unlocks and VCs and stuff like that. And everyone that's probably got in here, early, possible that they could be selling at some of these high points. It just means you have to know when that's happening. So it's easy. You can actually research this and you can say, okay, is there going to be an unlock? When? And you can just be prepared for that and just know that, okay, there's probably going to be some profit taking and you can protect yourself. Doesn't mean you don't have to trade it. And then I've been noticing a theme of things like Aave recently, the World Liberty Financial, the Trump family project that's in crypto. It is invested in Chainlink, Aave, and Ethereum. They put a lot of money into it. And so I think naturally Aave and probably other DeFi protocols and lending protocols and staking things, collateralized things, MakerDAO, maybe Compound, and now Aave could be seeing a surge in liquidity. And so we could keep our eyes on those things. Also into the DEXs. The DEXs is where people are actually trading on chain. And so you have to pay attention to those as well. All right, we're checking on the trades right now. Looks like maybe the market is kind of going down a little bit. All right, so we're give me just a second, guys. We're gonna do just like a 1 second intermission, and then we'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right, I had to get some coffee. Smash the like button for coffee. New title: ETH was breaking out an hour ago. I know. It wasn't clickbait though. It was real. It wasn't clickbait. I mean, shit. It's gonna do fine. It's gonna do fine, guys. I promise. Don't let it scare you. You can't let it scare you. The target is real. I promise. Just wait. Monday it's going to open up so bullish. But this is my trade, guys. This is the trade. So I'm totally fine. I'm totally cool with it. I think we're going to be okay. We're just going to watch for 4K. We're going to watch for it. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for destroying the like button. If we can get the likes up more, we're going to keep going down the rabbit hole, and we hope you enjoy. We're going to keep going down the rabbit hole, but you have to destroy the like button. I know there's some people in here that have not hit the like button yet. All right, maybe the moon energy is making people sell. Let's look at the 4 hour. And let's look at the RSI. Yeah, I mean, you could say that it doesn't look too good right now. I will give ETH that right now, that it doesn't, in terms of the RSI on the 4 hour, and this moon may be making people feel like they're just like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And then they sell. $20 gas fee. No. ¿Por qué? And then they sell. They're like, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows the sorrow. I went to Costco today. I had to tag Wendy O. I made her laugh because my wife was grabbing my hot dog. I said, hey. I said, you stop it. But I said, I'm back in America, obviously. I said, coming to America. Got to get the hot dog in the pizza slice. But if they got the chopped onion, tell them to give you the chopped onion. And then you put chopped onion on everything, and it's so good. It's the best. You put the chopped onion on top of the pizza slice, and it's amazing. But yeah, shout out to Crypto Wendy O. Trying to get her on the channel. We went onto her channel 2 different times. And I don't know, was it something I said? I hope I didn't offend her or something, because she hasn't had me back on, but we've been trying to get back on her channel. We're going to collaborate. She's also one of the channels that we found early on old BitBoy. We always want to give credit where credit's due. You know, we have all these channels that inspired us, watching crypto content, learning about this stuff. And yeah, so it's really cool that we're actually able to collaborate with these people, see them in real life, poke them. They're real. They're not just a talking head on the screen of crypto. So it's pretty cool. I have to show. I don't know. I highly suggest you guys go and make Pepe memes on Grok. It is a lot of fun. This is basically me as a Pepe in Game of Thrones. Because that's what I said. I said make a Pepe meme style of Game of Thrones, and this is what it threw at me. And I was like, this is amazing. I said, this is such a time to be alive. Because you can ask Grok to do things like this. But it's funny because we could be doing more useful things, like asking it, you know, how to plan your trip, or how to properly do a budget, or how to do actual useful things. But like, I'm like, no, make Pepe and Elon and Trump in a field full of flowers with the cosmic rainbow energy around it. And that's how most people are using it right now. Shout out to Ponky. Shout out to all the people that are holding through the dark times. Just go on the Telegram. People are scared. They're like, when is it going to do something? Just hold tight, guys. It's okay. All right, so we're trying to accomplish this thing where we get 2,000 premium followers. I think right now we don't even have 2,000 followers yet. So I mean, we got to at least accomplish that. But the amount of people that are actually verified inside of these followers, there's only like 400. There's only like 400. So I don't know if you guys have just been, it's been that bad and there's no dry powder left, or you just don't like paying for some stuff. But you gotta pay, you gotta pay for premium. I don't know what you guys are doing. All right, let's see if ETH is gonna hold. It has to hold the 20 SMA. Is it gonna hold it, or is it gonna break? Is ETH gonna break right now? Is ETH gonna fall through the floor? Is it going to fall through the floor and hit $38,029 and make everyone say, I told you, ETH is trash. It's absolute trash. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, guys. I mean, yeah. I mean, they were just buying up the ETFs like crazy. Maybe they're getting a setup to really go in. They're going to really go in tomorrow. But let's see what it's doing with the trades. Ooh, it's making some of these altcoin trades nasty. Let's see if FTM is actually, because this is what I've been so interested in FTM, because whenever there's some blood in the markets, there's blood in the streets, that FTM was holding really strong. I was really noticing that. I was like, wow, I'm very surprised at how strong FTM holds up during some bearish times. We're almost at realized profits at $1,000, and if we just took this trade right now, it'd probably be smart to do so, because then we'd have some, because it could break down. But see, it could break down here to this candle. We get everything kind of going down a little bit. This could be the stopping point right here at $1.34, which is, from that point, it's really just a 1% move, but with leverage, it always can change up. Reclaim $1.40. But I'm telling you, FTM is very strong. So it's a very strong altcoin. And guys, okay, everyone watching right now, since we're in the platform, we're in COINFLARE, we have $100 to trade with. Okay? We have $100 to trade with. Put in the chat what coin you want me to trade. Let's go. I want you guys to put in the chat what coin. Give me a roulette. What are you bullish on? What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? I can choose from 150 different coins. So I guarantee you one of the ones that you list, I'll end up being able to trade it. Let's go. Come on, don't fail me now. Give me some good suggestions. All right, we got Toshi, Sushi, Pepe. We're in a Pepe trade. We're already in a Pepe trade, but we're not in a sushi trade. Come on, keep giving them to me. There's 42 of you in here. Come on. You guys can all come on. Don't be scared. You guys can use the chat. I know there's people that watch this and they don't want to chat because they don't want to reveal themselves because it might say their full name and they've been watching my channel for months. But don't put a scammy coin. Put something good. It's got to be on COINFLARE. Harmony 1, okay. Brett with, okay. All right. So No, well, Brett and Whiff. Oh, no. Let me see. Okay, Whiff is on Whiff is on CoinFlare. We got Pendle. My chat's not working on this. Yeah, keep them coming. Okay. Yeah, I mean Solana could be a good one. Come on, guys. I want more. I know there's more people in here. I see you. There's 43 of you in here. Give me the coin that you want me to trade. I got $100. I got $100 to lose. Oh, near. Okay, there we go. That's a good one. All right, I want a couple more, and then I'm going to choose. Because I'll pull up near right now. That's actually a good choice. Yeah, we might actually just do that. That's okay. There we go. See, we're cooking with some gas. This is the type of stuff you guys like. You like live trading. I know you. You little cheeky people. You love seeing people lose money. You love seeing people make money all the time. You like seeing everything in a mixed basket. And this is what we're going to give you. But are we going to short or long? Because we're seeing a bit of a breakdown here. We're looking at the DGen 15 minute, but we're going to look at the hourly. We actually, in terms of the chart, we have a bullish divergence with a possible break, actually, because it's been in this little regression channel. Where can we pull it up? Where's it at? We forget where it is. Is it here? Where is it? Maybe this one doesn't have it. Fib channel. Oh, I guess it doesn't have it on here. Okay. Well, either way, it's been doing this. And that's really nice support. Target $6.90. I think the near trade might be solid. Let's do it. We're going to go 10x leverage. We're going to limit. We're going to hit last price. Keep catching it. Confirm it. Hopefully it clears very close because we got a $6.63. It should take the order. It is like right there. Yeah. Near's looking pretty good. We were talking about it. Makes sense. We might have to change the order because it started to pump. I don't think we caught it in time. I love showing you guys this because this is an opportunity where you can say, okay, this is how you can really get a price like that you really want. If it starts to really break, you can say, okay, this thing is sitting at this price. It's starting to move. You can always cancel it. All right, let's see it. Come on, trigger. All right. Let's go. There we go. Boom. All right, order filled. Took just a little bit. No worries, no worries. Sometimes it's not instant. Sometimes when the charts are going like that, it's filling a couple of those orders up there. It's got to get the one below, and then it ends up getting filled. All right, so if we are in the trade right now, long position from this position, target being up here, risking 3 to gain 5. And the potential profit being that it starts pumping, and we're going to be up about 4 to 5% here in the short term. And at $6.92, that will be about 40. Yeah, about 40. Yeah, not too bad. It is a small trade. So it's not like we're, making millions on this trade. But it's a nice example to show you guys that whoever's getting into trading, maybe you want to start with maybe you want to start with $100. And I want to share a story of whenever I first got into trading, and I started with $100 and was able to turn that. And by the way, IRS, I've paid my damn taxes. I've done my crypto taxes. So I was able to turn that into $8,000 by trading Ethereum and Bitcoin, all from starting with $100. So I just want you guys to know that it is possible that with, compounding gains, using proper risk management, you can really, really do some numbers. But it just takes you getting the fear out of the way, not listening to all the things that people talk about trading. They always say 95% of traders lose, as a big discouragement for people to actually go into trading to begin with. There's all these things that you're going to have to emotionally turn off to get to the point where you want to get. Now, this might be a different profit, but we could always scale into